So I think my great-grandfather, my grandfather, and my father, they were all committed to sustainability. Nowadays, it's a much more heightened level of what sustainability means. It's a buzzword going around right now. It's not going away. People want to know that you're doing things to make sure that your operation can continue for the next generation, that you're doing things responsibly, that you're taking care of your cows, your people, your land. So I like to say that we've been sustainable for the whole time that we've been in business, and the fact that we're around after 4 generations, you know, that's sustainable in itself. So my father was the one that really took on our renewable energy project and the electricity production project, where we take the manure from the cows and we convert it into electricity. So that really was his passion. Now my sister and I are behind it. We're really involved in that project, want to see it through and just make sure that we're doing things so that there is a business and a farm for the next generation. We've got a pilot project going on with an algae and low carbon fuel. So it's kind of 2 projects in one. So we would take the methane right now that we're converting into electricity, and we would divert it to a low carbon fuel production. So you see fleets around the country that say they're run on CNG, compressed natural gas. And this low carbon fuel is a type of CNG. So it can run fleets, it can run vehicles. And then the algae project is a piece of that. So the byproduct from their low carbon fuel production is CO2. So they're gonna feed the CO2 to the algae so that it doesn't get emitted into the atmosphere. And then what the whole goal of that is to then have an algae project that we can feed back to the cows. Why do we decide to do that? We like trying new things. We like to be on the forefront. There's pros and cons of that. When you're always the guinea pig, it's rough. But then we also, you know, you get up to bat, you're gonna swing, you're gonna strike out, but every now and then you're gonna hit a home run. So that's kind of our mentality. Growing up on a dairy farm, I wouldn't have traded it for anything in the world. The lessons that you learn from hard work to getting dirty, right? I mean, this work it's not the cleanest work in the world, right? No. Those are lessons that I can't wait to start teaching my kids when they're old enough to get out here and start driving tractors and having a summer job. There's just something really cool about seeing the whole process from the day a calf is born to the cheese that's on the shelf, right? And you know, I never grew up as a city kid, if that's what you want to call it. So maybe I missed out on not having neighbors and friends to skateboard with or whatever, but I think the lessons that we learn out here are invaluable. And when I was growing up, I can remember all of my friends wanted to come out to our house, right? Because they wanted to play on the farm, right? I was always used to it being work. For them it was play, because they got to see cows and they got to see this whole process. And yeah, there's nothing like growing up the way that I grew up.